Most people know exactly what to do to change their life, and yet they do nothing. Why? There is a canyon between knowing and doing, and in that empty space, dreams and potential are lost forever. But there is a psychological mechanism you can trigger today to cross that gap. This is it. You've consumed the books, the podcasts, the seminars, you possess the knowledge, but knowledge is inert. It is a parked car with a full tank. It has no power until someone turns the key and presses the accelerator. The key is application. The accelerator is action. Most people never even turn the ignition. They sit in the driver's seat and read the manual over and over. So what is the force that finally makes you press the gas? Human behavior is governed by two fundamental drives. We move away from what hurts and we move toward what feels good. It's that simple. Your entire life is a map drawn by these two coordinates, pain and pleasure. The tragedy is that most people are wired backwards. They associate action with pain, the pain of rejection, the ache of effort, the sting of possible failure, so they stay still. They link pleasure to inaction, the comfort of the couch, the safety of silence, the temporary relief of later. But what if you could rewire that map? What if you could make inaction feel unbearable and make action feel irresistible? That is the secret. You must consciously link profound pain to staying the same and attach incredible pleasure to breaking through. Think of your mind as a supercomputer running on conditioned pathways. Every time you feel a prompt to act, to work out, to write, to speak up, and you shrink back, you strengthen a neural highway of hesitation. You've trained your own nervous system to freeze. This is not a character flaw. It's a programmable system, and today you can reprogram it. This isn't about willpower. Willpower is a finite resource, like a battery that drains. This is about redesigning the automatic settings so that movement toward your goals becomes the default, the path of least resistance. So how do you install this new program? You start with a decision, not a wish, not an interest, a true decision. There's a world of difference between being interested in change and being decided on it. Interest is lukewarm, it keeps the back door open. A decision from its Latin root means to cut off, to sever all other options. When you truly decide, you burn the bridges behind you. There is no maybe, only must. The moment you make that cutoff decision, your entire neurology shifts. Your brain's filtering system, your reticular activating system snaps to attention. It starts scanning the world for resources, evidence, and paths that were invisible moments before. Why? Because you've given it a non-negotiable command. But a decision lives in a body. It needs a state to fuel it. Your emotional state is the weather system for your actions. In a state of doubt, even a small task looks like a mountain. In a state of certainty, the mountain looks like a climb you were born for. Your state doesn't follow your actions. Your actions follow your state. And you command your state. You are not its victim. You change it through three levers: your body, your focus, and your language. Change your posture. Stand tall, breathe deep, move with purpose, and your state changes in seconds. Change your focus from what's missing to what's possible, and your emotions follow. This leads to the most important standard you'll ever set, the standard for yourself. Your life right now is a perfect reflection of your unconscious standards. Not your hopes, but the minimum you are willing to tolerate. Look at your health, your finances, your relationships. They are all living at the level you have secretly deemed acceptable. If you want to know your real standards, ignore your words and examine your consistent results. The instant you consciously raise a standard and commit to it, your behavior has no choice but to rise to meet it. A person with a standard of health finds a way to move. A person with a standard of mediocrity finds an excuse. This brings us to certainty. Action flows from certainty like water from a spring. Not hope, not optimism, but rock-solid conviction. Where does that come from? From references. Your brain builds belief on past evidence. If your references are failures and fear, you'll be certain you can't. But you can choose new references. You can borrow the evidence of others who've succeeded. You can vividly visualize success until your brain accepts it as real. You can curate your certainty. Let's destroy the most seductive lie, that you need to feel ready. You will never feel ready. Readiness is not a prerequisite for action. It is a product of it. You don't take action because you're ready. You take action and then you become ready. Massive, immediate action is the antidote to fear, to overthinking, to the paralysis of perfectionism. Momentum isn't something you find. It's something you create by moving first. This requires breaking your deepest patterns. You have automated routines of thought, emotion, and behavior that keep you looping. The good news? Any pattern can be shattered in an instant with a strong enough interrupt. When you feel the old pull of procrastination or self-doubt, don't try to reason with it. Disrupt it physically. Stand up, shout, clap, move your body in a radical way. The pattern is anchored in your physiology. Change the physical state and you break the mental loop. To understand yourself at the core, know that 6 human needs drive everything you do. The need for safety and certainty, the need for variety and challenge, the need to feel significant, the need for love and connection. These are the fundamental 4. But the growth of your spirit depends on the final 2. The need for constant growth and the need to contribute to something beyond yourself. Many people meet the first 4 in cheap, destructive ways, through drama, conflict, or stagnation. The secret to a fulfilling life is to meet these core needs through pursuits that also fulfill the needs for growth and contribution. Now you are at the precipice. This moment is everything. All the insight, all the energy, it means nothing if it stays here. Inspiration without execution is merely entertainment, a temporary emotional experience that fades, leaving you exactly where you started, but now with the added weight of knowing what you didn't do. Knowledge is a map. Action is the journey. So I ask you, what is the one thing you are avoiding that holds the key? What conversation, what first step, what risk? You know what it is. The tension you feel is the gap between your current reality and your potential. That tension is a gift. It is the energy for change. Feel the true cost of inaction. Let it become vivid. What is this stagnation costing your health, your relationships, your self-respect? What dream is fading? Now feel the profound pleasure of breakthrough. Imagine yourself 6 months from now having acted. Feel the pride, the power, the freedom. Your brain is designed to move you from the pain you link to inaction toward the pleasure you link to action. Make those links intense, and movement becomes inevitable. You have everything you need right now. You don't need another book, another video, another perfect Monday. You need to decide, and then you need to move. Do one thing right now. After this video ends, send the email, do the first rep, write the first sentence, make the call. The size of the action is irrelevant. The motion is everything. Motion creates momentum. Momentum creates results. Results build belief. Belief fuels greater action. This is the virtuous cycle that transforms a life. 5 years from now, you will arrive. The person you arrive as is being built by the decisions you make today, by the standards you set this week, by the actions you take in this very hour. Your potential is not out there somewhere. It is trapped inside your current patterns, waiting for you to break them. This is your moment of choice. Will you be a consumer of ideas or a creator of results? If this resonated with you, if you felt that call to step up, then do one more thing to lock it in. Hit that like button. It tells the algorithm this content matters and helps winds of thought reach others ready to move from knowing to doing. And subscribe for more insights that don't just inform you, but transform you. The journey continues here.